Hey guys, with the new Gadot, I hope I'm doing her name justice, release of Wonder Woman, I've decided to recreate it, and not necessarily the comic book version, but just basically copying the new live action, of her hair, her makeup, or I decided to paint my little headband piece on. So yeah, if you'd like to see how I achieved all this, then please stay tuned. Okay, so getting started, this is my reference picture that I just saw off the internet. There weren't too many shots, surprisingly, so I just had to borrow some from someone else's picture, so credit goes to them, of course, for supplying the picture. So a freshly washed face means I need to have freshly moisturized skin, so I'm going with my Lush moisturizer. So quickly making my beauty sponge clean so I can get on with it. I'm taking my Maybelline Fit Me in Classic Ivory, and yeah, I just enjoy Mrs. Strand apparently. So placing this foundation all over my face obviously and blending it in with my beauty blender. So now taking my CoverGirl concealer, and I'm going to be using this to spot treat, here we go again, to spot conceal, and to of course put it under my eyes, and then once that's under my eyes I'm going to use the large end of my paddle brushes to blend that in, just to quickly get it over with, so for both eyes obviously. And then once I've gotten over with this, same thing, I'm then going to tap the concealer in because it has been sitting there, so it's gotten a bit tacky from the air, so it will sit in place, but I'll tap it in. And then I'm going with my BYS translucent powder, which is like another version of Savi and or Laura Mercier. Using my beauty blender to set under my eyes at first, but then going in with my powder brush for the rest of my face. So now getting started on with the brows. Her brows are quite similar in comparison to Nina Dobrev's, which is obviously a lot darker, so I am following my basic natural shape, but then I'm making the eyeshadows a little bit higher and making the tail much shorter than what I normally do. And now obviously once I trace out the outline of it, and then I will fill it in with the same brand that I'm using, but then I'm going to go in with some black shadow just to obviously match it up with not only my wig but also the colour she has of her brows naturally. So I did slightly mic up, so just going in with the same concealer just to clean it up a little bit. Then I'm going in with Wanted from Nikki Tutorials palette, and using the same groomer brush, I'm going to be making a little stamping motion that will just help give off the illusion of fake hairs. So then with the little sparse hairs that she has, I'm just adding with whatever product is left onto the very front of my brows, just to really sell the illusion of sparsy brows. Then I'm going in with this middle shade from my 8th on Tour palette to contour my nose. She has a smaller nose to what I do, but it's still relatively wide. So just starting off the side of my nose to begin with, obviously, and then the other side. So for the button nose part of her nose, I am adding this into like a V shape because as I was studying her nose, as I was paying attention to her nose, she had like a V-shaped nose, button nose, that little line that goes across the nose. So then as per usual, just put like a little V-shape underneath the nose. So now for my shadow primer, I am using the one from Nikki Tutorials collection to my shadow insurance, and using my Real Snakes brush to blend that in. So then using my sponge just to set my primer, because the sponge is wide, it'll take up a wider range on my eye, so it'll set it faster. Then I'm taking Painkiller from the Nikki Tutorials palette and a Color Cosmetics shadow packing brush. It's pretty similar to the Real Snakes one. I'm adding this Painkiller shade into my crease and building it up as I go along, so I can get the right opacity that I need. Then I am taking Chocolate Soleil and placing this in the same spot as well. Then grabbing some of Makeup and Chill and placing this in the same spot for more depth. So now I'm grabbing this creamy tone in the Shishi Smoky spot next to the pearl white. I'm using my finger just so I can have a better colour payoff, just all over my eyelid. Then I'm taking some of Wanted on a flat Scotty shadow brush from Color Cosmetics. Again, I'm adding this in like an eyeliner form, so like a tiny little wing, and then eventually gradually move it / merge it onto my inner tear duct area, or just basically where you would put eyeliner. So feeling like I lost some of the pearl shade, I am just taking it back over the eyeliner and on my lid just to make it a little bit more vibrant and opaque. Then I will be taking some of Ivy on a pencil brush and adding that as an inner corner highlight. I also took some of Wanted in my crease for more depth, but apparently that part didn't get recorded, so now I am just after lashes. I'm curling my eyelashes with some of my Maybelline lash curlers, or some guys like to call it a medieval torture device. So then I'm coating my lashes with the Benefits Roll Lash, the mini one. She definitely didn't have any false lashes, but if you want to, if you need to, if you have to, probably go for some that look very, very, very natural. But basically she had no false lashes on, so I just stuck with mascara. So now diving into my Anastasia Beverly Hills Lip Pro palette, I'm taking this nude shade to start off with. Then taking the stark white just to lighten it up some, but it came off a little bit too Barbie-ish once I was done blending, so I then ended up taking this nude shade and placing it over top just to give it a bit more warmth and just to dial it down a little bit, and then I got my perfect shade, even though technically Gail in my photo is filtered, so this is about as close as I can get to the lip shade. So to get on with contouring so I can look like I've been chiseled by the girls, I am taking the same contour shade that we use for my nose and placing it on my cheekbones, my temples, and of course my jawline. So now going in with my Champagne Truffle from Nixie Tutorials to obviously add some highlights. I'm also using a Kylie Cosmetics brush, but then using my finger to apply it to my nose, and then my Cupid's bow with the brush again. So now I am taking I Will Always Love You and my beauty blender to apply this to my cheeks, as you would with blush. So now getting started on the headband piece, I'm adding a V shape using some eyeliner once I perfect the point. So adding 2 lines in a V shape. Then I'm adding 2 lines either side to join up with my hairline, well, technically weird line. Then a upside down point V shape going up towards my hairline. And then a new line going up again, and then joining that on with my hairline. And same thing on the other side. So then taking this brown and this black and combining them two together, I use my lip definer brushes to start colouring in. I didn't really want to bother with the lines that are embedded in the, not crown, but the headpiece. So just filling it in was enough for me, plus the multi-dimensions of the brown and black sort of gave it enough illusion. So then just guarding off the crown, I keep going to say crown, it's not a crown. I then spritz on my face and then pat it over the headpiece just to make sure it doesn't crease anywhere. And then that is it. I do really hope you enjoyed this. I had so much fun filming this. I just wanted to focus on the makeup part of it, but obviously also get a bit theatrical with it with the headpiece. So yes, thank you all so much for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed this, and I shall see you all in my future videos. Ciao!